Good day, everyone. Now we move on to the next topic, effective communications. As we had the glimpse of effective communication in the introduction of communications, now we move on a little further into the effective communications in this chapter. So it is the success theme that is the outcome of the communication while we have. So it shows the success through this effective communication. So it reaches out the relationship and even both professionally and personally. It not only involves speaking but also requires active listening. See, if I'm a person who is going to share my thought to my friend, say a person called Ashok, so he has to listen to my idea. And if he's going to be the investor and he is getting the clarity what I have, if I am able to give the clarity of my idea to him, and if he has the clarity and if he has the confidence in me that the idea is going to be good on markets, he may be ready to move on to the next level. That may be the success of my project, which he would be ready to be the investor. So the effective communication where we see the success. It can be relationship or it can be in profession as well. So it is not only about talking, it involves listening. So I'm giving a very good clarity. But if Ashok isn't not hearing at all, he is in some other phone or he is just messaging somebody else, he's just running through all the shots and YouTubes and Insta, he is not listening to me actively, then there is not going to be any effective communication between both of us. So the effective communication involves both the good speaking, active listening, and also the clarity in conveying the idea so that the success rate, the outcome comes out beautifully. So what is the importance of effective communication? So effective communication, as I said, it is not only required in professional life, it is also very much required in personal life. So effective communication, it has to be there, it has to be part and parcel of our life in our daily activity. See, I'm having a personal driver. I'm saying him, I have to go to Adaya. He may just ride away, but if I just say the location in Adaya, I'm going to this place, he would be given the direction and he would just move on. So effective communication brings the output very to the core. Whatever is required, that brings in the output. So effective communication is so much required both personally and professionally. It has to be, it is like the foundation of a strong building. Without it, misunderstandings can arise, relationships can suffer, and tasks may not be completed correctly. So good communication helps us express ourselves, build trust, and work together efficiently. So effective communication is so much important in our personal and even in our professional life. So what are the key elements of effective communication? So the key elements include clarity, where messages are easy to understand. So we just know the if you can remember this scene in Three Idiots, like Vijay would get up and say a simple definition about a machine, but the same thing the other person would be giving a different explanation, which never we could understand. The same way here, the communication, the effective communication should be of clarity and it should also be concise. Like if I'm going to tell you that I want this work done today, I have to be very much clear and I have to be, I have to say it in a way that you understand it easily. So there has to be clarity and there has to be also conciseness. It has to be a little crisp so that you understand it easily. So there has to be consistency and there has to be feedback. Like I have to check with you, like, did you get my point? What did I tell? so that I would get to know that I have conveyed it correctly. So I should be able to get the feedback, and I should be in a place where I know that I have given the good clarity. So key elements of effective communication includes clarity, conciseness, reliability, feedback. There has to be response from each side. So it is like a dance where each step is clear and in sync. So as we said, we have different types of communication. So the effective communication can also be done through verbal or even non-verbal. So verbal communication is what we express through words. So that is the part of verbal communication. But while non-verbal communication includes body language, gestures, facial expressions. And the important point is that non-verbal communication often speaks louder than words. See, if I'm saying that I feel so much sad, I'm sad, I'm very sad. How will you feel? You'll feel that, oh, that person is sad. But if I'm crying out of sadness and from the depth of my heart, even without saying a single word that I'm sad, you'll get to know that the person is so much sad, and you can feel the depth of the sadness. So here it is a very beautiful thing that the nonverbal communication sometimes speak louder than words. So as we said, the act of listening, they play a crucial part in effective communication. So what do you mean by active listening? So as I said with the example of Ashok, me delivering about a thought, an idea of business to a investor, Ashok, he was not listening to. He was just roaming around the shots of all the YouTubes and all the Insta. He was not listening to me. So that it wasn't an active listening. While if there is a partner with Ashok who is like, fully concentrating on me, what is being said, and feeling from my end, like he just steps into my world and he just imagines what I'm trying to say. That is the part of active listening. So it is like putting yourself in someone else's shoes to truly grasp their perspective and respond with empathy, showing that you care about their thoughts and feelings. So that is active listening, which plays a crucial part in effective communication. So we saw all about effective communication and all those things which would help the part of effective communication. Then what could be the barriers of effective communication? So there can be distractions, there can be language differences. The language which I use, the person sitting in front of me may not know. I may be a Tamil person, and the person sitting next to me, or the person who is in the hotel who is going to serve me food, he may be a Bengali. So he won't be able to understand what I am trying to say. I am trying to tell him, convey to him to bring me to masal vada, but he will bring it to medu vada. It is all because he was unable to understand the language, as he was from different language. So there can be distractions, as we discussed with Ashok case, and language differences, and there can be misunderstandings. So these are all the things that can, that can be a barriers that can block the effective communication. So how will you overcome these things? You have to be a little patient enough. You have to be kind enough. So as in the case of Ashok or the Bengali server, we have to be a little patient. Tell him, this is not the vada I ordered, but the other one. You have to be a little kind. You have to question them. Like, as I did notice that he was not from Tamil category, I should have asked him, did you get my point? Did you get what vada did I order? Could I have been asked the question for clarity? I would have known before he brought the other vada. So you can be open in different viewpoints. So it is all like clearing obstacle from a path so that information flows smoothly. So these things strategies we can use for improving communication in the workplace. So personal things we can, struggle, and the people around us, whomsoever is going to be with us, they will understand us. Being with us for so long without even speaking, probably they may understand us, but still communication plays a very important role there as well. But rather than personal space, workplace needs a very good communication. So, what are all the strategies that can be used to improve communication? So, you have to set a clear expectation. So, if you are going to talk, if you are having a meeting and you are going to talk to your HR, so you have to set a clear expectation. You should have the list of things what you want to talk to the HR. So, what are all the expectations you have from the HR manager? So, use simple language. And also, you have to encourage open discussions. You can ask them, like, what did I say something wrong? How did you feel? Was that anything which I were wrong? Something like that. You have to encourage open discussions. So it is like, having some regular, even having some regular team meetings so that everyone is on the same page and you can all work together so that ideas can be contributed freely. So these are all the strategies to improve communication in workplace. So the other point is we have been working on the effective communication in the other systems, the verbal and non-verbal, but we haven't touched about the virtual and remote settings. So in virtual settings, clear messages using video calls or face-to-face interaction, utilizing chat tools makes these communication more effective, and they could play a key role. It's like maintaining a strong connection through technology, ensuring everyone feels connected and informed despite the physical distance. So this could be a good thing in virtual communication. So coming to the conclusion, so effective communication is essential in all aspects of life, be it professional, personal, or anything it could be. So being clear, listening actively, and understanding the non-verbal things like the hand gestures, the face, the body gestures. Understanding all those things, the non-verbal things, we can build stronger relationships and we can achieve goals more effectively and create a positive environment where everyone feels valued and understood. So that is all about the effective communication. Thank you. Thank you for active listening. Keep learning. Thank you so much.